Independent grind powered by Tech Nine.
All right, we welcome Amon to the show. How you doing, bro?
Hey, I'm doing great. It's a nice day in San Diego, California, so I'm good.
Are you from San Diego, or are you just living there now?
Yeah. No, I'm from San Diego. Lived in Atlanta for about 4 years, and I moved back out here. So, yeah, just went to school out there. So
You went to school in Atlanta?
Yeah, definitely went to school. Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. So it's pretty cool.
Gotcha.
I know Atlanta's like the sort of like the hub of hip hop right now. Is that where you sort of started to pick up music, or when did you first get into there?
Yeah, no. So I actually started music out here. I was a senior in high school, and the homie who is locked up right now, Free Tab. So he actually got me started. He just had a studio, and but he actually was a filmer. So it was kind of like a cool little friendship, I guess. And he just had a studio. I just started recording there, and then just kind of blossomed from there. And then I went to school out in Atlanta just because I was like, I didn't really want to go anywhere else. So I was like, Atlanta looks pretty cool. I've seen a bunch of music videos. I've seen, some crazy stuff on BET Uncut. So I was like, this looks interesting. I'll go to school out there. I'm saying, a little free ticket out there, kind of, sort of, in a sense. I was like, yeah, I'll fly over to Atlanta. But definitely learned a lot. I was in a music scene, kind of, sort of, over there. I was just a lot more low key because I was in school, just trying to, make sure my mom stay happy and, get my education, get my degree out there. So,
what was your degree that you were doing?
For sure, I got a degree in business administration, concentration marketing. So, cool. Definitely know the whole business side of a lot of things. Took some music classes as well, so it was cool. Nice. It was definitely mad cool. Definitely learned a lot. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I was going to ask, like, anything you learned from there that you sort of apply to music? Because I know a lot of artists starting out, like, just don't have that business sense. But, like, what was the biggest thing you applied from, like, your business administration studies to your work?
Yeah, just knowing how markets work and learning how to, attack things in certain ways. Just learning that, marketing is probably one of the most important pieces in any aspect of business. Or understanding how to get stuff out there and make sure it lasts, and then adjusting the markets as well, like learn how to adjust to, certain times and making certain types of music and stuff like that. Just really studying the game out there. But just learning everything and really learning how to be like in an industry. If you want to last a long time in an industry, just knowing how to do so. Mm-hmm. And that's the biggest thing. That's where a lot of people fall off. That's why you got a lot of people from like 2007 era music, like can't even, can barely make a song now because they didn't know how to adapt. And it's kind of sad, but it's just like business at the end of the day. You got to know how to adapt. And, and the music you make now, will you be able to play it in 5 years? That's a serious question. A lot of people in the music industry got to ask themselves, is this music going to be, can I listen to this and be mad that I, made this song? Like I can't even listen to it anymore. So, yeah, I think that's a big thing.
Yeah, coming here to Strange, like you think you kind of have a grasp on what's going on in the music industry and all that shit, but the whole marketing background is like huge. Like that takes some time to learn and just figuring out how to market yourself. Tell me more about San Diego though. Does that have as big of a music scene as like LA, or is it curating to San Diego at all?
So San Diego and LA is kind of a different relationship. It's a completely different relationship. So LA's got a nice scene out there. San Diego we got a small scene. It's a scene, but it's pretty small, but it's a lot better than it was in the past. Mm-hmm. And I've been to worse places. So, I wouldn't even say it's bad, but it's definitely a growing scene for sure. I think it's growing. That's all I can say right now. It's growing. There's some really dope people out here. That are working super, super hard. So it's cool to see the growth and see where it was and see where it's going right now. So that's super, super dope. So, yeah, it's a growing scene for sure. But I think it's really cool.
So you graduated college. You weren't making music then, right?
No, I was making music then, but not as serious. Like, I was just dropping songs here and there. Nothing too crazy.
Okay, so then you moved back to San Diego, and then I'm assuming you got a job, and you're like, fuck this, I should probably do this music shit for real.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what happened. Like, I knew I wanted to do the music thing. Like, in 2015, I was like, okay, I want to do this. But then I didn't really understand, like, kind of the work ethic and what it really takes to really get to where I want to go. Because I never really had any like older heads or anybody really around me that's gotten anywhere. So it's really just me being on the internet and just watching videos and listening to interviews and stuff like that and see what it really takes to get where I want to go. So that was the biggest thing for me, was understanding that. So just figuring out how to get to that next level is what I had to learn. Now, definitely learned it. So now I'm like, okay, shoot, that's what I got to do. Can't make excuses. So many people make excuses out here for why they can't do something. I'm like, I'm tired of saying, oh, I can't do this because of this. That's why I started making beats. In June 1st of last year, I was just like, I couldn't find any beats I liked. So I was like, I got a little keyboard. I got a computer. I'll figure it out. Like, I'm not about to keep making excuses for why I can't do something. Like, it's lame. So I was like, I'll figure it out. No, I'm smart. You know what I'm saying? I can put a couple things together. So
as far as like artists that you were watching interviews and like even artists that you like their music, who are some that kind of stand out to you that you're like, I kind of like this model and I like this music and shit?
Okay. Music wise, I listen to a lot of 50 Cent interviews. Well, I watch all the Breakfast Club and like Breakfast Club and Hot 97, Rap Radar. I watch or listen to a lot of those interviews. Was doing that for a while. And then artists, I like 50 Cent. I mean, I've always been a huge 50 Cent fan since he first came out. Definitely like that. I like Russ's, I like some of his interviews as well. He's a pretty interesting guy. That's probably the two main people that are really models of just like hard work. And 2 Chainz has a lot of knowledge as well. So I would say those are probably like the top 3. It's kind of different music styles, but those are probably the top 3. And I listen to Kendrick and stuff like that, but just really listening and just taking pieces from every. But I mean, I take some from like every interview. Somebody gonna drop some gems in there somewhere. So I just kind of, just some little stuff. Like I could sit down and talk for days about just the little gems people have dropped that I could pull and take from. So definitely.
Yeah, we like getting people that are just like behind the scenes. Like we get like some graphic designers or some producers or something that nobody knows their name, and they're the people that have like the coolest stories and will actually like
100%.
tell you shit and not hide it or whatever. So tell us about making beats. I noticed that like basically all your collection right now, or all the songs that you have out right now, are mainly all produced by you. Is that something that you do consciously, or is that just you like your beats and that's just is what it is?
Yeah, I mean, I just like my beats. Like I it's kind of weird. I'm like, when I started making them, like I pretty much like once I started making beats, I like pretty much started rapping over them. Like from literally like the first couple of days I started making them, because I think it's a numbers game. Number one. Like I just listened to like Kanye and I went to school with Metro Boomin for a couple months, so just learning his story and learning what he does. The man doesn't sleep.
Yeah.
Listen to Kanye. He said he made 3 beats a day for 3 summers. So just listen to people like that. So I said, okay, cool. If I make, I know I can make between 7 to 10 beats a day easily with my eyes closed. So I know that every 3 beats, let's say every 3 to 5 beats, I know I'm gonna like one of them. That's just how my numbers work. So I make sure every day I try to knock out at least 5 to 10 beats because I know one of them is gonna be dope. So that's just the thing. And then when I first started, I was just like, I'm just I locked myself in my room for like 3 days. I'm like, I'm gonna learn how to do this and make it sound good. And then just from there, just kept doing it and kept doing it. My whole thing was I learned it pretty quickly, but I was like, if I don't feel like I can rap over it, like I'm not gonna like sit here and stick with it. So I'm just like, if I like it, what I'm saying? Like, what would I like to rap? It's just like kind of like common sense. Like, if you like something, you figure out how you like it and make it how you like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was actually read an interview recently with Big Crit, and he's obviously one of those rapper producers, and he just says, like I like doing my own stuff because I know how to direct it. Like I know what I want to bring out. So like when you're producing for yourself, like what do you try to like cater to, like, or what do you think your strengths are as like an MC that you're gonna like, okay, I'm gonna try to bring this out right now?
Yeah, no, definitely. And I know I kind of know the vibe. And I personally, like, I've only been producer for like a year. Like, I had no intentions to be a producer whatsoever. Like, that was zero of my intentions. But I learned that, I was like, I needed, like I said, I was tired of making excuses. Like, all my life, like I feel like I've always made an excuse. I mean, I'm not a quitter, but just an excuse to not do something.
Mm-hmm.
And like I just looked around at like my career. I'm like, look, man, you're not finding the beats that you like. So yeah, I had like a little keyboard. I had it for like 2 years, but I never like used it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just lock in for it. I lost my job. I didn't have a job for like 4 months last year. I went through like 11 jobs, but that's another story. So I just didn't have a job. I had some time on my hands. I'm like, yo, just figure it out. Like, I'm not stupid. Like, I've seen things, and I'm just like, it's not hard. People just don't want to do it.
How old are you?
So, but I'm 24. I just turned 24 in July. So yeah.
That's cool that you figure that stuff out, because I swear when people get comfortable, you know, they maybe get their job out of college, they feel a little comfortable, even though they've had some dream or something like that, they don't really follow it. And then you figure out you're 30 and you're like, fuck, I can't even do this shit because I'm old, or, you know, I got kids and I got all this shit going on. It's cool you can find it. And I will say your beats are very polished for somebody that's only been making beats for a year. It sounds really good. You mix your stuff too, or you go into studios?
Yeah, I mix. No, I mix I do everything in my room, man. I mean, like I said, if it sounds trash, it's because of me. If it sounds good, it's because of me. You know. So
when did you start to feel comfortable, like producing? Like, obviously, there's like a learning curve and stuff, but like, was there a moment or maybe a specific beat where you're like, yeah, okay, like I feel comfortable enough to rap on this and like put it out?
Man, that's right. I think it was like, it was like my third beat or something like that. I was just like, oh, this is cool. Like I played around with it. And then like after, like when I started really, like when I said I was gonna get serious in June 1st, like I had like played with a couple little things, but I was just like, oh, this is cool. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, this sounds nice. All right, I can rap over this. And then I make songs pretty quickly, so it wasn't really too hard. Like I know how to make choruses pretty fast, and then just verses take a couple hours on the verses. But if I I was dropping songs every week for a year. Some of those songs I would do, and like I would start a beat and write to have the whole song done in like 3 hours. So just like a whole kind of deal like that. I don't freestyle, but I like to write music. I know everybody's like, oh, I don't write. I like to write music. I think it's cool and therapeutic, and just I don't know. It's just it's cool to write. You know, I can freestyle all day, but I don't know, something about writing is just cool to me. You know, if I change one day, I'll change, but I like writing. It's cool.
Which comes first for you? Like, do you make a beat and then write around it, or do you have a song like already in mind and then you make the beat sort of for it?
Nah. So like, what'll happen is I'll load a couple. I'll hear some samples somewhere, and I'll just make some stuff, and then I'll just start writing to it. Like, it's pretty simple. Like, make a beat and I'll write to it. That's about it.
You got anybody that that you get in the studio with, or anybody that you're working next to, or is it just all you?
Nah, it's just all me. Trying to link with people. Everybody's schedules be crazy and stuff like that out here in San Diego. So, but I definitely got some homies I work with often. Khalil Amani, he's one of my bros, and then Jamal, or Van Jam as he goes by, that's my other bro as well. We got a record label called By Way of Bus. So we're super intertwined, and those are my bros and my peoples. And then I got a clothing line as well called Paid Off. And I got some people who stick around me, my photographer 3 hours ago. And then my DJ Big Rod. So I got a cool team. I mean, those are the couple people I talk to every day. And then Jose as well. So he's handling the managerial things and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what that is. So that's pretty much
we saw a video, you and Jules on a stage. Tell us about that story. Set it up.
Yeah.
What happened? We need the whole thing.
Right. So I had a show with DJ Khaled, I was opening up for DJ Khaled in Miami. So I saved up some money, got a ticket out there, paid for my own hotel and everything. So we got the show the next day. I get out there. It's cool. It's a cool venue. Not too many people out there, but it's cool. It was a cool venue. Couple people, shout out Otel Marco. He was there. He was a super fire spitter from Orlando. He's definitely up next as well. But just went out there, did the thing. They was giving us free liquor, so I was taking it. Can't complain. So we got there. The sound check was cool, and then so I go on stage. I'm performing. I'm doing my thing. I performed in front of crowds. It was more people on on the stage, and more people,
Yeah.
more people on the stage than the people in the crowd. So shout out to I think Russ said that line. So shout out to him. I was like, yeah, that's real. That's real. I know that feeling to the max. So it was about like 200 people there on the floor. Though there was nobody in the rafters, but it was cool. I just did my thing like any other show. Like I just went out there and did beat.
Mm-hmm.
I had a great time. And so yeah, she stopped the whole show. She was like, yeah, this is dope. Cool. Like, definitely come out and perform at Agenda next weekend, or like Agenda was like a couple weeks after that. That didn't actually come through, but she still gave the tickets and whatever, because they actually show one of the homewarming stage or whatever case may be. It's all good. She showed love.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most important thing. Like, hey, what I'm saying? Like, I understand. Like, I ain't one of these like mad, oh, you said this and whatever. Like, life happens. I completely understand it. So, she did that. Super, super, super cool. Super show love, and then she put me on a Snapchat and everything like that. So super, super dope person for sure.
Yeah.
It was just like she just respected what I was doing, and she gave me an opportunity. I'm like, it was dope. Like, she didn't have to do that. She didn't have to stop the show, none of that.
Yeah.
So just the fact that she did that was just, shows the type of person she is. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool.
Definitely. And I think that's good. That's something that, like, I think a lot of artists, like, they sort of freak out about the crowd size or something. But, like, you really, like, if you go out there and even just, you might make one fan, but you just kind of, like, no matter how many people are out there, you don't know who's out there or who's watching you. So, like, you got to give it, like, your go. Like, you're all every time you get on stage.
Definitely. And I'm just like, it's all, it's all cool to me. I'm just like, cool, I get to perform. Like, I don't get to perform too often. That's one thing I'm definitely trying to do, is get more shows for sure. So, I can perform. I just need to get the opportunity to, somebody's got to give me a shot. But I definitely, when I get that shot, I'm going to take it. I'm going to hit the jumper from, half midcourt. I'm pulling that from the logo. So,
You got ties out in Florida?
Just Jose.
Okay.
And that's about it. And then I got a couple cousins and stuff out there. And then I met some people at that show, actually. They're really cool. Shout out Allie. She definitely helped out there as well. So there's a lot of cool people in Florida. So definitely a good time for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
I saw you released a song, I guess last month, Great. And I think one thing I really liked that you did was you dropped the lyrics with it. And I feel like that happens to me so often, is I'll find an artist who's like up and coming and like lyrics may not be on Genius or whatever. I'm like, damn, like I really want to take a look at these. I guess sort of what went, but I don't think a lot of artists do that. Like what went into your sort of decision to do that? How'd you come up with that?
So I actually, I've seen it a couple times. I've done it a couple songs beforehand, and I took everything on my Instagram because I'm redoing everything. But I'm going to redo that again when I re-upload some stuff. But I seen some people do it, and then I saw Tyler, the Creator, do it. And I was like, it's interesting. I like what he did there. But everybody does it on like the albums, on like the physical copy.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, what? I like that. I'm going to take that. I'm going to run with it, make it my own. But he definitely inspired that. And I was just like, I don't know. I've seen anybody else doing it. So I was like, he only did it for like a couple songs. I was like, I'm drop music every week. Do it for every song.
Mm-hmm.
And so then that was the cool part about it. And so then I'm going to actually redo it here in a couple of weeks and re-upload some things. But yeah, I was definitely inspired by him. Definitely, like, I take inspiration from everywhere. I ain't afraid to say where I got it from. Like, it's definitely an inspiration, but I'm going to definitely make it my own because somebody got inspired from somewhere else, you know? So it's just about how you get the inspiration and how you use it and apply it. Not like the way I did it, I don't think it was any way like close to how Tyler did it. Like, it was kind of like my own type of deal. So it's pretty cool.
Tell us what you got coming up. You got, obviously, I know you're working on music and shit. You got any shows? What you got coming?
So I got a little big weekend tour in San Diego. We got like 3 shows back to back this weekend. So we calling it a little big weekend tour. We're gonna have like fun with it. We gonna shoot behind the scenes footage. It's gonna be like a little joke, but it's gonna be fun.
Nice.
So it's gonna be like we gonna leave the house at 8:05 and get to the venue at 8:15. So it's just fun.
Have fun
just
with
funny
it, man.
stuff like that. Exactly. Just have fun with it. And then I got a show with Amine. I'm opening up for Amine on a couple of tour dates for him on November 10th and November 11th in San Diego, and then the next day is in Santa Ana. So that's pretty cool.
That's dope.
So that'll be a couple thousand people So that's at the biggest venue in San Diego, and then one of the bigger venues in Santa Ana. So that'll be really dope. That'll be really dope.
Are you still dropping weekly tracks?
No, I'm not dropping weekly tracks anymore because we got to push. Lately is the biggest track I have, over 270,000 streams on Spotify, over 40,000 on SoundCloud. So that's my main goal right now, is to push Lately and get it on the radio here pretty soon. So that's really my main goal, just to get the music video out here within the next month or so, and just really take that to the top. So that's my main goal. And then we got all the other songs. We got about 10 to 15 other songs that are doing really well as well. So yeah, we're just trying to polish everything up and just kind of rebrand everything and put it out, roll it out in the right way. And then hopefully a project in the next couple months.
This is the genius, Chris Calico.
Cali, baby.
Letting you know you're tuned into Tech Nine's Independent Grind on Dash Radio.